Hello everyone. In this tutorial, I am going to tell you how you can automated print your invoice for your customer. You have multiple way to do it, but this in this video, I am first gonna tell you how you have to automate your process, which would be specific for thermal printer. So if you want to print it, you can get all the order details here, and by going to the invoice, you can do print the invoice in A4 size paper. But if you want to do it on thermal printer, then how you can do it? So as usual, let's go ahead and learn how you can do it. Go to webhook, connect this webhook URL to your store, capture the response. Once you get all the this response related to any order, then click on action, that would be date and time. In date and time, you have to action event would be current date and time would be true. So you will get a response something like this. Now since we have the time, since we have the other values from order, let's write those values into some file which can be printed, right? For that, you in your Google Drive, make a folder name, which would be your invoice folder, store invoice, your store name and invoice, and then you have to get a template. So upload a Google Doc file, which you can get from internet, which template you can also design by yourself based on size, based on paper size. So this size I have used is for basically for thermal printer. I don't have thermal printer with me yet, but I will show the demo with normal printer, which will be connected to my PC, and through online it will be directly getting printed, right? So you can do the same with any kind of printer you have if it is connected to internet. So whenever you get an order, your invoice will be automated printed, right? So how we can do it? So this is my template. If you see the template, I have cafe name, address, customer name, date and time. These are the variables which we are going to take from our webhook. Then we have order details which will take from webhook, and the other amounts and something. So you can edit this template. You can have your own template. Just use curly braces to address any webhook, and this name would be visible in Pabbly, where you can map with your webhook response, right? So let's do it. The next thing is we are going to add another action, and that action would be doc. I will connect my Google Doc, and in doc we have a very good option, that is create document from the template, right? Now let's connect this one. I have already connected my Google Doc, so I will just use that connection. Now once you connect it, it will ask for the template document. So since I have already uploaded the template document, I will use this one, which is the name basic restaurant receipt, right? So I will use the template. Now in the document name, since it will create a new document for every invoice here in this folder, how you can do it? So to do that, we have method. It should contains the customer name first. So either you can use the order ID. So we will use the order ID, then dash, then the customer name. So I will use the customer name, and we mapped it from the webhook response, right? Now this is the location where it will save it. So we have selected the location. You can select any other location. Now it is asking for cafe name. So see, you can get this cafe name is coming from here, from this template itself. So let's map the cafe name here. So it would be shop name, payload shop name is there. So we just mapped it. Now again map the address of this. The shop address would be there, right? So this is payload shop address. We mapped it. Great. Now we need the customer name, right? So in this again, get the full customer name. Now we need to map the date and time. For this we will use this second one, and we'll just use it. Then we need the order ID. So search for order ID, which would be this, right? Then we need to order type, which is this. Great. We need the order details, right? So for the order details, let's search for details. I need to check that inside here in this where we can get all the order details. So if you see here, all the order details are different available. Like all you need to map, or either there is a one field where all the order details comes together. I just need to find that field here. So that field will be payload overview products. So this is what we want to add because this has the number of units, name of product and its cost, right? So all together in one. So if we add all the products single and individually, it would take time. So I'm just using this one here. So I will just click here. I will map this thing here, and this is the details, right? Now we have to add the subtotal. So delivery charges. So we mapped it. Taxes. Taxes we also mapped. Total amount. This is the total amount we mapped. Now let's send a request. Great. Looks all the values has been updated. Let's go to Google Drive. Here we have the order number and name. Let's open this. Wow, this looks good. We have the shop name, we have the address, we have the customer name, we have the date and time, order ID, order type. We have all the details, and we also have this subtotal, total amount. So this will take 2 pages to print, so you can just edit this template, and in the next run it would help you, right? So let's do it again. I will just send and save the test request. So I will just open it again. Okay. Okay, sorry, this one, I think I need to open this one. Great. So it's on single page. Now if you go to print, you see this will come into the A4 size paper only right now. But if you see in the A4 size paper, it's the size is this. So you can somehow print it also. Now let's learn how you can automatically print this one with printer whenever any order comes, right? So currently I will just save this one this flow, and we'll learn how it's working or not. So I will just select this two and I will remove it. My flow looks good. I will just click on save. So next step would be to print it, right? So my flow is on. I will just go to dashboard, right? My flow is on. So let's order something here. So I will just add some of, like, yeah. So I have these items. This is the fees. This is the delivery fee. So I won't write a special instruction. I will just write from I, and the delivery type would be, for example, let's do it a pickup or dine-in. Let's do it for delivery only. Let's click on order. Once I click on order, the Pavli workflow will run, and we should get a new template, new invoice to be printed here. Let's see if we have got that. Great, right? Now let's learn how we can also print this automated. Okay, so Till now, I have told you how you can uh, add the details about the invoice in the Google Drive. Now, the next step is to get it auto printed. For that, what I have tried and I have done it, use this eZip app, and this is my Windows where my printer is connected. Okay, in my Windows, I used this eZip app. I downloaded their connector. Once you download their connector, go to user and group. In the group, create a group. In once you create the group, click on here. If your computer is connected with that printer, just select it. Click on save. Okay, and the apps you can download from here. Or if you are not seeing your printer, you can just go here, click on connector, download a connector from here. It will give you the option to download the connector. Once you download that connector, log in with the eZip, and your printer will be connected. Okay, so if your connector is working, if your printer is working, now just click on eZip here in Pably Connect. Action event will be print file, and then again click on connect. Once you connect your eZip with your login password, you will get these options. Right now, what you need to do is, here in file URL, we need a file which need to be printed. That's why I have add additional step before after doing all those steps. So before Egypt, there is an additional step which you need to do is add Google Drive. In Google Drive, click an action event, share a file with anyone. Now in file ID, you just have to click here. In Google document which we have last created through all the steps, you will get this document ID. So whenever you create a new Google document in your drive, just select that document ID. Okay, so once you select that document ID, here click on response, click on send a response. Once you click on save and send a response, you will find a lot of different document in which we have the one PDF document, and this we want to print, right? So now in eZip, the next step, you have to get that file. So just click on eZip, right? And here go to this Google Drive, and here select for that PDF document which we have generated from that, right? Once you click on that, so that document has been mapped. Now it will show my printer which has been already selected. I will write down PDF here uh, because we are going to print the PDF. Then if you want to print and delete that document, you can click on no, but I am not going to delete it, so document is already here, you can see. Then the paper size would be auto, colors would be false because it's a black and white printer right now, and the rest of the things you can do according to your need. Now let me show it how we can do it. Now once I click on the save and paste request, uh, my printer will start printing it. So I am just taking my mobile. uh, I will just use my mobile to capture those things. So I'm just going to cast my mobile screen. Okay, hope now you are able to see my screen. See, so I will just go to my camera option. I will just click here and save and send request, and then we'll see in my camera what is happening. Okay, so so this is my screen I am showing on mobile. So I will just click on this, save and send. Let's go back to my printer. Once the request will be completed, you can see it is printing along. Oh, yes. So you see how we printed it. So that's how you can print your labels on your thermal printer, as well as you can use the eZip app, or you can use any cloud printing Chrome extension or something, and use their API to connect with Pably. So that's the one way I showed. Keep doing some automation, learn something about it, You can do it from different application like Introget Zapier, Anatan. I would suggest do it from the best you use. I have found Pablo to be very easy to use and easy to understand. You can use it. You can use any of the app for the automation. Thank you very much.